Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Lila WebDev. In this video, we are going to talk about the Android view binding. So now, what about this? What is this Android view binding? Let's try to see. Now, if you have worked with the Android apps before, you know the old way of connecting your design components, right, with the Kotlin code using findViewById. So let's be honest, it can be boring and repetitive, especially if you have a lot of components. Well, that is exactly where view binding comes in. So it saves us time, reduces extra code, and makes everything much easier. So let's jump in how it works. Normally, when we create an Android app, we first design the layout in the XML. Then in Kotlin, we create variables for each component like buttons, text views, edit text, and so on. To connect these variables with the XML design, we use the findViewById method. But here is the problem. If your layout has 20 components, then what you will do? You need to write the findViewById 20 times. That means 20 variables, 20 lines of boilerplate code. Pretty tiring, right? So this is where the view binding saves the day. With just one line of code added to your Gradle file, we can access all the components directly using their IDs. No more find view by ID. Let's set it up step by step. I have created a new project called the view binding. Inside the layout, I will switch the root element from constraint layout to the linear layout, and I will set the orientation to vertical. So let's go on to our code view. So here and let's go here. So I will remove this entire thing. Okay. And I will have a linear layout. So let's try to write it. Yeah, here this I don't want this one. So here I can have a layout. Sorry, layout width will be match underscore parent, and also the layout height will be a match underscore parent, and the another one is orientation will be vertical, and I want to keep the ID should be id/main. Okay. So and I want to maintain the gravity also to the center. Fine. So now this is our linear layout. So what I would be trying to have it is, let's try to add the edit text. First one is edit text, a text box. So edit text. So here this one will be I want to make it as an 300 dp or anything whichever you want, can make it. And this one will be wrap underscore content, and I want to make the id as id plus, so edit text. Okay. And what can I have for this one? So hint, I want to maintain the hint for this one. So write your name or anything, write your name. That's it. So now again I can have a button. So for this button also, so I can have the wrap underscore content and wrap underscore content, and here I could have something like id. So id will be button, and the text will be send, something like this. So that's it. This is enough for us, right? So now here the last one will be the text view. So whatever the thing I am writing in this one, so we should be able to show this one, wrap underscore content, and here I can have an id text view. Okay, and that's it. So here what I want to do, I want to keep this margin top of around 50 dp. Okay, and this one also margin top I will keep it as in 30 dp, and the last one will be margin top, this one also margin top, and this one also 30 dp. That's it. So now let's try to see the design view. So this is looking somewhat fine. Let's go to our activity.main. So this is the thing. So now very important to use the view binding. So every component you want to access must have an id. So all the things I have given an id for this one, right? So everything is having an id. Let's go to our so enable the view binding. So next I will open the Gradle build.gradle file. So here this is our build.gradle file, and in this Gradle file, so you'll be able to see the Android section, right? So here you can add the build features. So here you can add the build features, and in this one you'll be having some couple of features, and here you can add the view binding. So here you can able to see the view binding, and you'll be able to get couple of options. So here you can add the true. That's it. So now this is the thing which I want to add. Now click on the sync now, so that the things with the Gradle will be syncing. Once it is done, view binding is ready to use. So now let's open our activity underscore main.file here. Instead of using the find view by id and all those things, so here you can have the late in it where main binding. Okay, you can use it of type activity activity main binding. That's it. So now before the set content view, so what you need to do it is before the set content view, and here before the set content view we need to give the main binding is equal to, so we need to use the activity main binding dot inflator. So this inflate, what it will try to do, so this will convert your layout inflator. So here you need to give your layout inflator. That's it. So now we have given our layout inflator. So now what I need to do here, set content, instead of having this main, so here, so let's try to get the view. So view is equal to main binding dot root. That's it. So now we got the root. So instead of having this r dot layout, you can mention this one as like this. That's it. Finish. So now another one, what I want to do it is, so here also you are having find view by id r dot like this, right? So instead of this one, so you can have, you can remove this one. Oh, sorry. You can remove this one and you can use main binding dot. So here you can able to get the, that's it. So you can also mention it like this. Now what I will try to do, let's try to access the text thing. So here if you want to access the components, main binding dot, so you can have these all the buttons available dot set on click listener. So here I can do that main binding dot, so here I want to add it in the text view dot text is equal to main binding dot edit text dot dot text dot to string. That's it. Finish. So now if you try to run this app, so now you will be able to see the output, the same output you will be able to see. Let's try to see. So let's try to see how we can able to achieve this one. So it may be taking some time to open it. Let it open. When you type now, when you type the David in the edit text, so press the button and boom, the text view shows in the David name in the bottom. Try to see it. Let it take some time to open the thing. So here you will be able to see the output. So now here I am writing the David. Okay. So here I have written the David, and if I click on the send, so here at the bottom you'll be able to see the output. So this is how we are able to show the output, this one. So that's it guys about this one. So key points to remember is always give IDs to the components you want to use with the view binding. Enable it in the build.gradle until build features. A separate binding class is generated for each activity. For example, if you have game activity means, then you will have the activity game activity. So like this you will be able to have. So here you are having the main activity, right? So that's why you will be able to see the activity main binding. Okay, if you are having another one is game activity means, then you will have activity game binding. Like that you will be having. Use the binding object to access components directly. No more find view by id. And that's it my friends. So that is how you will be using the view binding in Android. It's cleaner, easier, and saves you from writing unnecessary code. If you found this helpful, so don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and subscribe for more Android tutorials. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye.